Hey all, welcome back to this quite large episode this time. And I usually don't collect one on 48 scale, mostly for World War II. But I saw this Vietnam era plane from Steve Ritchie and I couldn't ignore it. I had to scrap my Hobby Master version of this one and I felt quite sad after scrapping it. But it was just not repairable anymore after all the glue damage that was done by somebody that I purchased from. Kept it in my collection for a while, but I always said to myself I want to buy one again if I find one from Hobby Master. And when I was doing this shopping trip that I had, so every once in a while I just grab my car and I drive around all the country and all the stores that I know of, or at least shops that I know that sell models. And I saw this one sitting on top of a shelf. Yeah. It's an adult money problem, this one. So I saw that it was €95, I'm not gonna lie. And it's not expensive for this type of model, but it is on the high end for used. But I really wanted one again, and I have a Corgi 1/48 scale, and I was also curious about what's the difference between the one from Franklin Mint and the one from Corgi. So I'm gonna grab the Corgi one out of the cabinet in a few minutes also, and when we're doing a close-up video, and I'm going to show you guys which one I like the most. But yeah, the details on this one is really good so far what I can see. I haven't unpacked it yet. It's a bit loose in the box, so I hope nothing is damaged, but we're going to open it up together and then I'm going to show you guys. So I hope you guys will enjoy this one and stay tuned. So I hope I'm going to get this on video with you guys. I think there was one flap that was a bit loose, and that was this one. So these boxes are quite flimsy, not bad, but they're flimsy. It doesn't matter which one you have, but there's one cool thing that I regret that I never had my Starfighters on the show, because that was before I thought that it was a smart idea to start YouTubing. But they have the coolest insert boxes. So the inside is quite boring, it's cardboard. And I'm gonna put it away. But what I do want to talk about is the detail that they put in the other parts. I hope the envelope is still here. Yes, it is. Awesome. So it comes with a collector portfolio card. It's a little envelope, and it has, I believe, the certificate. And I'm not 100% sure anymore. It's been a year since I bought one of these little guys. So this is the collector's card. Thank you for acquiring this precision diecast model. Yeah, they actually take the time to thank their customers. And that somebody is the chairman of Franklin Mint. I like this. This even has a serialized number. This is awesome. These are details that I think you win people with. But it's also something from the olden days. Putting thank you notes in products. But it shows somewhat of a more personal touch, in my opinion. Now, it would be cool, of course, if it had a letter, but this is also very good. So I always keep these with the model. Then for the box, with foam lid in place, underside of package, remove lid and lift plane out. So what does that mean? There are two sort of covers that you can remove. That's really detailed. You can lift the lid off, and then you unpack your model. Now, I hope that everything is intact. It's diecast, so it's heavy as hell probably. The center fuel tank has a separate insert that I started noticing today. And there are some other parts tucked in. Oh, that's the dryer bag. So that there's no moisture, which they did really good, by the way. They made slots for dryer bags. So how do you install the fuel tank? This gun, F-4 with fuel tank. Okay, so straightforward stuff. Now the details are really good on this model. They have some protection on it. I'm gonna grab it in the middle. I hope that it works. It's actually screwed down, I think. Yeah. So I forgot. I should read shit before I do it. But let me get my fuel tank out of the way. But the model is screwed down. So luckily you don't need any special tools for this. Always do it from the side because I like to feel my plane. So the packs you can take out, they will stay in one piece, so you don't have to worry that the parts go everywhere. Now this monstrosity lifts out, and it's heavy. I tell you, it's heavy. Yeah, so it's inside here. It's well done. How do you have an extra wingtip protector on the corner so it doesn't shave out against the paint. Wow, the model itself is really cool. So an extra one even that you have over the nose so it doesn't damage. The packs themselves, one is a bit cracked, I see, but it happens. It's not a bad thing. I thought these always stay together, but as for these are the parts that keep your plane in the box. Then on the underside, how does that look? They put these little stickers over there. And you see some metal shaving, of course, coming out. But let's dig right away into the plane. There's a little nice made of China certificate. Everything is metal, by the way, on this thing. Except for some plastic small parts, of course, like missiles and so on. But the details are really good. I think this thing weighs well over a kilo. I'm gonna weigh it in a sec. The details in the base are quite simple, as so nice white. I see here something happened from the factory, so I had a glue let loose on the missile. I'm not gonna re-glue that, it's a bit too much to worry about. I'm gonna remove the stickers. If I ever put it back, I'll put new stickers on there anyway. The missiles are sitting a bit funny, but not bad. The nose details are really good always on these planes. So let's start from the front. As you can see, Captain, the name of Mr. Ritchie. The Mr. Ritchie thing, I think it's a sticker. It looks like it, at least. This is a bit of a worrying detail for me, but some panel line issues, nothing major, but triple nickel, of course, on the top corner. Nothing moves on these planes. They look freaking awesome, but nothing moves. So sorry for that. But they are cool models if you want to collect just one plane. I have these mainly always in my living room, the bigger ones, because there's more to show. Center fuel tank, really, really badly configured. So it's two sides together, they're coming off each other after like age, that happens. Some gapping. Average OCD model builder would probably go crazy seeing this. By the way, the cockpit, I don't know if these open. They don't. That's the same on the Starfighter, which is a bit of a shame because the details inside the cockpit are freaking awesome. So it's a waste they don't do anything with it. Let's put the fuel tank on there. There's no stand with these models, by the way, so that's something you have to get used to with Franklin Mint. You can fabricate something, of course. I'm not sure if this thing will fit. It has a real poor fitment. Oh man, there's a ton of pressure needed to get it over the point of no return. But that's with fuel tank. It looks a bit bulky, but not bad. Gonna shoot a close-up on it. I'm gonna grab the Corgi. I'm gonna put it in the background so you guys have a comparison of size. My other one is from Corgi and it is a UK RAF version. Let's dig into that part also. So this is the Franklin Mint, of course. So this is the, let me grab something to point with so I don't lose focus all the time. So this is that panel line that I was talking about that is quite poor. It's not bad, but it's poor. Details on paint are quite good. The missile details are accurate. The wheels are accurate. Panel lines are a bit simple for the size. So there's no rivets or anything. The antenna is accurate, I believe. Size at least. The tail is really well done. Most of it is metal. So that's really cool. So if I then move to the one from Corgi, and this is a not so old release. I think this is from previous year. So if I look at the panel lines here, quite simple. If I go to Corgi, way more detail. No movable parts like the other ones. Almost a similar era Phantom, of course. But the cockpit is a bit more separated. So the front cockpit, if you compare, it's a complete box. But this cockpit actually can open, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while, yeah, this one can open. They're a bit loose, but they can open. But as for details, they're a lot more nice. But pricing, they're almost the same. So there's not much difference between price. But size and all that, weight is almost the same. I cannot say much bad about that. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. It's also a small comparison in there. And let me know if you have questions about Franklin Mint. I'm happy to answer them. But this is my third one now, so I'm shy with answering. Stay tuned, guys, for the next video. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. And that's always all very welcomed. And see you guys next time. Thank you.